So the last two to go in, Pether's Moon and Gatewood, joint favourites at 4-1. Pether's Moon here. Connection's just a little bit concerned about the ground, but they're allowing him to run, so they clearly don't think it's too bad out there despite all the rain we've had. They jump away with 1.5 miles to cover. Pretty level break in this Carey group. Buckhounds listed stakes, and the first to bound on, Kappa Rushes in the all blue for Godolphin. Harris Tweed, of course, a traditional front runner, in second place at the moment. Then Elidor in third, followed by Gatewood, Pether's Moon towards the inside in red and black, and then Area 51. Further back is Buckwheat, Kalini in the very bright colours, and Continuum is last of all as they make their way down the hill. And so Kappa Rushes by a couple of lengths or so to Harris Tweed in second place. Elidor, a past winner at the Royal Meeting, in third in the dark blue cap worn by Willie Twiston Davis. Then the white-faced Gatewood, light blue jacket of Area 51 in the almost fluorescent colours out wide. Colours worn successfully in the Cigaro Stakes recently by Tac de Boitron is the Australian import Kalini. And then Continuum, and in the white cap Buckwheat, the second colours of Godolphin at the back. The first colours leading the way here. Sylvester de Souza successful on Al Saham in our opener, leading on Kappa Rushes by 2.5 lengths to Harris Tweed in second. Elidor, then Gatewood, Area 51, Pether's Moon, Kalini, Continuum, and at the back still is Buckwheat. Inside the final 3/4 mile, racing uphill all the way, and Kappa Rushes is out in front, ensuring this is a solid test here. A horse that probably stays further than 1.5 miles, and very well in the Irish Derby last season, leads to Harris Tweed. There's a fast move now from Kalini and Area 51, those two both improving rapidly. Elidor on the inside, Gatewood is going up there as well, and the race beginning to unfold quite early here as Kappa Rushes is now pressed by Gatewood. Then Elidor, Area 51, Harris Tweed, then Kalini. Pether's Moon is locked in behind runners in the hands of Richard Hughes, but he's going well as they swing the final corner. Kappa Rushes by a half length, 3/4 of a length to Gatewood. Elidor is looking for some daylight. Harris Tweed up the fence. Pether's Moon now out wider and coming with a rush, followed by Continuum, then Kalini and Buckwheat as they race inside the final 1.5 furlongs. And up front now, it's Gatewood that takes over from Kappa Rushes and challenged immediately by Pether's Moon. Gatewood and Pether's Moon. Elidor into third. Continuum is staying on from the rear. Gatewood, can he get his head in front today? Pether's Moon won't go away, giving him little peace in the run up towards the line. Gatewood by a half length and holds on very gamely. Gatewood from Pether's Moon, followed home by Elidor. Continuum made good late progress just behind them, and then came Kappa Rushes fading, Kalini, Harris Tweed well beaten again, Buckwheat, and finally Area 51. Well, Gatewood has been a little bit hard to win with, has been hitting the crossbar a little too often, probably for connections like for their preference, and Frankie Dettori has done the job here. He's found the secret to Gatewood and notched up that all-important win, holding on from Pether's Moon.
This is a great performance and a well-deserved pat for this horse. I'm sure there's been plenty of people out there who've called him a few names. He's been second a few times, but this horse last won back in Geelong in Australia. He went over there for a little while. That was back in 2012. But Frankie Dettori, I saw him when he was coming in. He says he's as hungry as ever. He's got a great team of horses, teaming up with his old boss, John Gosden. And there'll be a huge smile on John Gosden's face after this, I would think. A good result for this horse. 4-1 joint favourite him, Gatewood, along with Pether's Moon. Elidor running well back in third at 8-1. 4-1 joint favourites. I'm sure there was plenty of people who backed this one. Frankie Dettori, he'll be all smiles. He loves having winners here at Ascot, of course. He will ever forget that magical day that he had here when he went through the card. I don't think we'll be getting a flying dismount, but he won't mind watching that again.
Absolutely, and just to say, for Scoop 6 backers, if you were just on the favourite, of course these two horses that fought out the finish were joint favourites, you get the horse that is highest up on the race card, and that would have been number 1, Pether's Moon, therefore you'd have lost out. But Gatewood got a really good ride from Frankie Dettori, tactically brilliant.
Frankie Dettori will love this. 1, it's for his old ally John Gosden. 2, he's thwarted champion jockey Richard Hughes. And 3, he's got the absolute best out of a horse at Gatewood who'd lost his last 10 gym.
Yeah, it was first attempt on him. The two most stylish jockeys riding. Frankie is still a wonderful jockey to watch. He's so smooth when he goes through the motions. His balance on a horse, he's just superb. You just wish he'd ride a bit more often. He says he doesn't want to, and he's got connections and work to do in France, things like that. But
yeah.
Sportsmen stay sharp by playing.
Yeah, well, Pethers Moon, Richard Hughes was very confident about his chances. Frankie made that manoeuvre up on the outside, took it to the fore, and in the end was able to sustain that. And now he's speaking to Emma.
Yeah, well done, Frankie. You found the key to him because he's been a bit frustrating with a string of seconds to his name.
I must say, it's my first time I rode him, but John told me that he would run a big race. And the way he went to the start with his knee action, I knew that he loved the ground. And I just didn't want to go there too soon. I waited as long as I dared. And he gave me that length and he won.
He gave you everything as well. I mean, he battled because Pethers Moon was right there.
Yes, I mean, for a minute I thought he's going to beat me, but in fairness, he stuck his neck out and he ran to the line.
What about the chances of AR in the Victoria Cup?
The rain is not ideal, but the straight course drains really well, so we are hopeful.
Well done.
Thank you.
By Frankie Dettori.
Frankie Dettori at the scene of so many great moments. Ascot and the flying dismount. In fact, he had a winner there at the meeting a couple of weeks ago, and he has once again produced another flying dismount. Just to say, in the Scoop 6 after leg 3, we have 1,348 tickets still left. The fourth leg is just about to go at Nottingham. We're going to